We're back.
We're back.
That was annoying. Stream crashed. So I also didn't change my stream title. Hopefully we didn't lose too much with Bullet. Sorry, that's loud. All right. So we want, well, first we want my computer to not crash. That would be ideal. Hello, Spixie. Welcome. Well, thank you. No. Here's the low poly. Here's the high poly. Still a bit more work to do, but we're getting ready to bake. So quite excited about that. Hope you've been doing well. Yummy. All right. Now we're going to bring in our human rig. Hello, Logan. Welcome back. You up early? Or late? Who knows? We're doing good. We're doing good. We're working on this guy here. Our Transformer character. Excuse me. Get right about there. We do want it to bend as little as possible. All right. We'll have to move. That's fine. Let's just map it to what it is, and we'll move both up the same amount. Something right there. But I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Hope you're all having a good start to your morning as well. Tired though. I did kind of have a rough night last night. Got kind of not sick, but I ate so many pistachios I fucking destroyed my stomach. Over the top. Over the top on the pistachios. It was a long day. It was no good. Yeah, yeah. I hate it. Let me sleep. Let me sleep. What avatar is this? Is there an Autobot? So this avatar's name is Bullet. But it's like a custom character. So it's not like fan art. It's just someone's custom character. Excuse me. Love the design, takes me back to 80s/90s. Yeah, it definitely got some nostalgia in there, which I really love. It'd be like a plane Autobot. Is in there. They've got like wings. We're not making a fully transforming one. That would be a lot of work. That would be more work than that would probably be the most work I've ever put into an avatar if it was fully able to like transform and stuff. Be on another level of intensity there. Maybe someday, but certainly not this day. Hello, Arctic. Welcome. All right, we'll start with the legs. Well, actually, for everything though, we should take absolutely everything here. And we just need to move it up a little ways. Right about there. Why don't those want to move? There we go. Alright, now we moved everything up. On the low poly, everything should be at 0. Hmm. Come here. Alright. So, That's much better. Got a nice little setup here. And we'll start just the leg items. Sorry, let me take this. I guess we will need to go one at a time and make sure pretty much everything is applied. Some of them need to be applied. Yeah, I think, let me bring them back. Make sure we apply everything. Hide it. Okay. Especially these ones where we've got this shrink wrap on. Shrink wrap for a collection. Leave that on for now. Okay. Should be good overall. Mostly the geometry nodes we want to apply. So those are pretty intense. All right. Cool. Bring back the rig. We're going to take the legs and parent them with empty groups. Now we can hop into these and start weight painting them one at a time. I'll slap on to the rig. Just like to see the deformed bones as well. Is that a new bone? No, the rotation's messed up. There we go. So here's where it will start to bend. Right about there. I need some more geometry in there. This is the actual foot. And we'll just say it's all there. Pretty simple overall. Pretty darn simple. I accidentally weight it to something. Must have. There we go. The start of some movement. Hey. My goodness. Low cherry G tag. How's your day going? Maybe the hip should bend lower. Right here. Yummy. Let's see. I kept kicking out the selection because there was nothing attaching together. Sometimes you can add a third spine bone. I think for this character, it's probably perfect I can't, because we want that kind of stiffer movement. All right. I can probably disable the shoulder movement completely. That'll go a long way in making this character look more robotic. The foot's all over the place. What's up with that? Oh. Just discovered how to move things in your hand when playing VRC in desktop mode. Mouse wheel down lets you rotate the item. scroll wheel moves it back and forth. Ooh, that's cool. I did not know that. All right, one second, y'all. That pose was funny. It does not want to transfer weights. That's okay. It's really only this one anyway. Whoa. It selects a different bone. Okay, that's why it's confusing. It's because I switch, not switching the vertex group when I switch objects. That would explain why my weights keep getting broken. Okay, I see. Yeah, and I just did it again. Fun though. Nice that it's all coming together. Man, I love avocados. They are so good. So tasty. I need to be eating a lot more of those. All right. Now let's do the head, which should be pretty darn easy to start out. We're going to do some rough weight painting for now. We'll do some detailed stuff later. Zoom, 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 zoom. Hello, Nammers. Oi, oi, oi. Good morning. Hmm. We're in weight paint mode. This character. Arm constraints work. My aim constraints work fine in Unity, but when I build and test, they don't work in game. Robot Rigbot. Is something removing the constraints? If you look at them in play mode, is the component still there? Or you're probably working on an avatar now. No, I think you're still working on a world. Sounds like you are. Playing with rigging my torch flame without particles. Flame on. Works in play mode. Making the fire point up. Huh. Fun. Hmm. the constraints visible in play mode. What I could say is that potentially what might work better is to take the bone out from the hierarchy, whatever's controlling the torch flame, put it up, and instead of using an aim constraint, use a parent constraint where everything is controllable except the rotation on the axis that points up. Though constraints are weird. That seems, I'm thinking about it now, that works in my head. Whether or not that's what's best, it's another story entirely. VRC constraints didn't work, Unity ones did. Oh, VRC constraints may only be for avatars for now. I think it's the same with fizzbones. Like you can't use fizzbones in your world. You have to use not fizzbones. Or dynamic bones in world, in a VR chat world. Oops. Keep mixing them up. I have a mix above my project by accident. See correct text, click. Ah, they're not. Gotcha. Sorry, I might miss out your live stream. I'm a bit busy helping my grandparents. There's no worries at all. No worries at all. Mm. Hello, Vampy Girl 699. Welcome back. We're working on some hands. It's been a while. Been a while. We're working on some robots. This is doing that. It just got full body tracking for VR chat. Well, hey, let's go. Congrats. That's certainly where the fun begins. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Very exciting. I do wish more headsets and stuff like that all supported full body. So I do think that's kind of what VR chat's all about, or VR in general. I'll show you what we're working on in just a moment. Oh, let me see. I have to select these and say make single user. And then tab, click, paint, click, paint. Rinse, repeat. Boom. All right. Cool. Right now we're working on a transformer OC or a client. So we're getting that going. Pretty close to done. Pretty darn close to done. Yippee! Yippee! Yippee whippee! Okay. Can't wait to see him shiny and moving. Moving and grooving. We're getting there. That's for sure. Almost all the pieces. What is that? Is that the claw? Ah, balls. All my claws got reset. No! Oh, pretty easy to set them up again. Actually, I think last time... No, we reset the transforms completely, so this makes sense to do it that way. So now I'll take all these, move the claw down, make single user. We might as well combine them, set them to 0. I'm gonna do some weight painting. We're gonna take the tip, thumb, thumb. Go. Now we can work on the hand here. Ooh, crunchy. Hmm. I guess it should really actually be more like this, where the thumb's in this section, kind of the meat of the hand. All right. Almost there. Zoom, 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 zoom. All right. Grab some snacks. Be right back. Hmm. Be gone. All right. Still some more modeling to do though. So for our character here, for example, our character here, gotta make a mouth. Additionally, we're going to need an eyeball. Go. Got a few more cuts there. Get a little bit bigger. So I want it to be nice and like a little flatter on the surface. Go. Yummy. Kind of tempted to bevel some of this. Yes. It's a pile. Leave that selected for now. May or may not do that. Yummy. I'm being lazy right now. I'm being tired more than anything. Let's map everything together, including the eyes. Looks like we're not even done mapping certain objects. Go ahead and do that. Pretty good. What else? Most things are mapped. Most things are done. For our face here, we're just going to be real simple with it. Boom. 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 Cool. Wonder about me, boy. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Again, Mr. Krabs vibes. Mr. Crab. Mr. Krabs vibes. Crab vibes. Gonna spammed a lot of bots today. Be gone. I'm so powerful. All right. Pretty good for the face. Pretty darn good. All right, so what's not mapped yet? Whatever this is. Oh yeah, these little girders here. I could delete the backs of them. I don't really feel like it, so. It's this here. Hmm. Huh. That's pretty much everything. Gonna hit it with the average island scale. Try that again. Okay. That's closer to what I would expect. These should be combined. On this side. So many little pieces. All right, let's start with the big stuff. These are the bigger items. Medium items. Tiny stuff. Doesn't want to select all those. Some of these things are actually just single triangles. What's going on there? Perfect. All right. Okay. So we're going to use, this is too much stuff to do by hand. What we're going to do is use UV Pack Master. I'm going to do island rotation step, set everything to 90 so nothing's moving. We're going to take the mildly larger items. These should be coming together as one object. So all of these, or everything's set to rotation 90. Gonna say pack, see what happens. Nothing. Unexpected error. All right. All right, it's been a few versions of Blender since I used this. Let's save this. Make a backup copy. We'll call this pre-mapped. Save it, close it. Or I should have gone ahead and deleted the add-on out of it. Loading, loading, loading. Well, first let's make sure there's an update. I'm gonna go to Blender Market. Pretty sure that's where I bought this. All right. So we'll take the Pack Master. And just gonna make sure that's saved. So now we removed it, don't save, open it up again. Crazy how many there are in here. References, install the UV Pack Master. Bam, enable that. Set engine path. I'm glad I saved that. B. Um, Welcome back, Logan. If I miss anything, that's okay. Take your time here. Yeah, no worries. Um, that should be everything. There we go. All right, so now we've got our pack master updated. Go back to bullet. Select everything. Looks like we've got some new menu options. I'm going to say island rotation step, set rotation value. So now they can only rotate 90 degrees. Then we'll take just these ones and pack them. Ooh. That's interesting, isn't it? All right, well, that seems to be a waste of time because for some reason it's bugged. All right, so we'll just do this by hand. I mean, I might as well just use I said don't rotate. There are certain things I wanted to have together, but I think we're just gonna live with it for now. All right, I'm gonna turn off the low poly. We're still missing a few things though. We turn on the high poly. I think we're missing this. We're missing the wings and the joints. You know, if I had an VR, I want to ask someone kindly if they can make an avatar that I like the most. For me, I only do commissions for my work. I don't do requests, but I certainly understand the desire. Always unwrap before I bevel. Always unwrap before beveling. Actually, I should have included the eye. The orbs. The orbs. All right, let's back again. Can't you just fit it in the fucking box? Thank you. I don't know why I said thank you. Excuse me. Preemptively thanking. All right. Whew. So, take the spheres. Actually, we already sent them over. Everything here, we would like to make single user. Set it all to 0. Wow. Well, mesh it. Set it all to 0. Okay. Well, take that back. Everything but the joints. Thank you. My hair is busy. Oh, man, it feels like the morning's going slow, which I suppose is a blessing. Thank you, Anto May, for the subscription. Hello, good morning to you as well. Sorry, I'm sending out a text right now. We're working on our Transformer character. We are missing a few things. Why? Where did our wings go? How do the banners work? Banners work? Which banners? On my stream? Oh, these things? They're wings, I think. The wings. But they're just kind of hanging out right here. So they'll be kind of like wings, butt wings. So I need to make a few more pieces for it, but I'm gonna save that for later. I'm just gonna focus on the character, on the body for now, because we're gonna do those with a separate material. See the vision now. We're gonna bevel these. Just a little. And it still seems like so much. Maybe I'll just mark this one sharp. Yeah, that's just too strong. Just too strong. You know what? We'll leave it just like this. Okay. That's one of the joints. Joints. Um, was this a lot easier to weight paint than a usual organic Abbey? Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely just like this bone attaches here. But there will still be some challenges with it. Because I will need to constrain and limit a lot of the rotations in order for them to kind of work and look like they're robotic. Everything's set to 0 now. Good. So we can start pulling things apart. We're going to say both the low poly and the high poly. Save the position. Does full body tracking override the Unity angle limits, or I guess VR in general? I believe it does. Not 100% sure on that, but I believe it does. Yeah. There we go. What the fuck is this? Why did that happen? Okay. Make single user. Yes. Everything's at 0 now. Everything's at 0 now. Everything's at 0. And then we can save the position. Boom. Now everything's at 0. So we can start pulling it apart for the second. That should be fine because it's just the high poly where we've got these extra. What? How did the position reset? Did I? Why would that do that? Oh. We'll reposition everything again. All right, so now we have our exploded view of the character. And we can start exporting. So we're going to close both these collections, make a new collection called body exporter. Body bake exporter. And in here we'll make a plane, which we'll delete. I think we'll go ahead and do file append. We're going to go up to the most recent avatar we were doing that with. I think that'd be our silver dragon. I'm going to go in here into node tree. And yeah, Baker setup. We're going to put that right here. Then we can drag in our low poly collection, our high poly collection, and then we'll make a second group, which should be our cage. I believe it's low poly, high poly, displaced. And we can make just a very simple displacement. So, okay, perfect. One final tweak though, with the low and high poly. The eyeballs. Oh, a little offset. Why are so many? Okay. Eyeballs exploded. Perfect. Close these. I'm gonna get some water really quick. Oh. Okay. So now we can begin to export eyeball. Explode. We'll go to bakes and we'll say bullet body. I believe this is the cage we're exporting. Oh, that was the low poly. This is the high poly right here. And this is the cage. All right, pop open substance. Let's get to it. Uh. Open that up. And I'll save it. Bullet body V1. So looks like we have some incorrect materials here. So let's go back to low poly, select everything, and make sure we're on the same material. Back to here, exporter, re-export the cage, and the low poly. Refresh. Ah, I see. It's the Cauldron has a GeoNodes object on it. Just going to turn that off for right now. Go to big. Let's do 2048. Use our high poly. And we don't really need to use a cage just yet because it's plain exporting. The joints we don't want to include, so let's go back to Blender, go to the high poly, and we'll take out this collection right here. And we should also take out the wings. Oh, not everything baked. We're missing a lot of stuff. Probably all the mirrored items. Breaking. But what did bake looks pretty good. We'll probably do a 4K map for this character because there's only one texture set. So why not? All right, low poly. Take all of these items, go to the mirror, and turn it off. I think I'm missing some objects. I should have. Should have some stuff on the way. These little bits and pieces here. Those are all missing. Let's go ahead and go back to pre-mapped. Now we lost these. I must have. Whatever. In the wrong spot. Okay. So the actual solution is to take these, duplicate them, and send them back to high poly. Hide the low poly. One more time, exporter. Here's the high poly. Why is it so extreme? Still missing a lot of items for some reason. They not mapped properly. Exported the high poly. All right. Low poly. High poly. Page. Did I not export with Substance Painter settings? I should have. Any high poly? We are realizing everything's there. The cage is not as. Let's here. Re-export. This is our standard FPX. Again. Then our high poly. And then our cage. There we go. All right. Use cage. Okay. Something was really odd there. Not sure what it was, but we're back now. I think I must have exported with the incorrect settings. Yep. For the high poly, I'm going to select everything. So we're facing the right way. Okay. Turn that off. Go back to low poly. Almost there. All right. There we go. Beautiful. Be a beautiful. This one's got the normals facing the wrong way. I think we'll need to make the face much bigger on our UV map. Okay, some things are still fucked up. For the most part, we are getting what we want. Definitely some errors still. Heading the right direction. What we can do right now is add a base on the base and on the roughness, give it a little bit more metallic. We're going to go with our actual set of fill up top. That's just color, and we'll search ID. Or bullet. Color. It's like something still didn't bake properly. It's interesting. No, some things didn't have. That's fine. That's right there. Reference images up here. We'll do our basic gray. So we'll call this main gray. Color select. For this. It's our main gray color. And then we have dark gray. Be this one. And oops. Let's go. And then we've got white, which we can move this, pick the color, this one, and you guessed it. And then we do have like a leopard pattern. Black. It's not quite black, it's a little more. Oh, sorry, that's the color selection. I was just adjusting. I want to adjust that. I want to adjust this. Make darker. Add some roughness to it. Some metallic. Cool. Things are looking pretty cool. So most of the main colors in already. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate that. It should be an even darker gray. These items right there. These tubes here should share it. Tubes. Definitely need to make the face bigger. Still some objects that it looks like on the high poly or something that are inside out. And some things are still the wrong color. We go back to the high poly. Go to our colors. Okay. These. First, these two pieces here should be this color, this material. This one should be this material. This should be flipped. I think I'll just paint that in, actually. As much as I want to use a mesh for it, it's probably just going to be easier to paint in. Baking in eye paint. I could. I've done that before. In this case, no. Wings are really messed up. Which makes me a little sad. Hello, Ubaid. Welcome. Claws are messed up. Our shoulder. Pauldron. That's all facing the right way. That's facing the right way. So why did it not bake well? Got its own UV island. I think then it must just be the material itself did not get assigned. So let's put this here. Call this Pulgrim. Anchor point, color selection. 1, 2. It is inside out. What the heck? Why is it still baking inside out, even if it's not? Okay, am I missing any other materials? I don't think so. We are missing some spikes on the arm. There should be some spikes on the arm here. Oh, excuse me. How many tries? We are at, I think it's around just under 40,000. So we're about halfway. I have some of my modifiers off, so it's not quite the true amount. All right, things are actually looking pretty close to done now. I'm not done, but the bake's getting pretty close. Put a coin and some gems in my cupboard, but the coin kept being invisible. It went through the shaders and nothing worked. Collider on the cupboard were a teeny bit too far down, so the mesh was swallowing the coin. It was there, but hiding. All right, well, now we get to do some fun stuff that I've been really looking forward to with this character, which are things like edgeware and just like a lot of little minor details. So we'll start with some edgeware on top because I can't resist. I think I'll stick this into the leopard pattern. Material, turn that down, a bit darker. And we can kind of make it a little rougher, a little bit more metallic. Just a tiny bit of height. Gonna push into it. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Cool. And then we'll do here. And why don't we set this to triplanar, just to help break up the uniform quality of it. Very fun. Let's also start adding in some of our favorite Curve AO shadows. We'll start with the curvature, turn it all the way up. A little bit like that. Let me turn on the ambient occlusion. We can adjust that balance. Right about there. Already looking super cool. Ooh. The white paint. Have some make it shiny. kind of glossy, a little less metallic than everything else. Not perfectly white either. Same with, that looks pretty good, honestly. Then in this, once again, I'd like to add a little bit more wear and tear to our paint here. So we're going to take another template flat noise, drop it there. We'll call this one micro bump. And this one will be scratches. And that's exactly what we'll do. We'll switch this to scratches. Like so. Nice and dark, give it a little bit of height, kind of push it in. No roughness. A little bit of ambient occlusion. Tile it a few times. Pretty cool. I don't know if I want it to be that strong. Just a few. Cool. I think some of the micro details and scratches and stuff we will actually pull out of the leopard material because now it just looks all of it looks a little metallic. This I want to be like a rubber. Again, it probably should not be this strong. We'll have to paint it out in a lot of spots, but fun is fun. Let's go ahead and add a flat here. We'll call this base. And add a color selection to the face. This one will paint out roughness, metallic, and height. Definitely need to do some stuff. Hello, Pablo. Welcome. The Undead King Kong. Hello. Hey, I need some help understanding something. Okay. Has to do with Unity and avatar uploading. Do you enjoy Yokai Watch? I don't think I've seen it. Not familiar, unfortunately. What about the... You running into some sort of error or issue, King Kong? Can't seem to get down the understanding of how to make Abby's PC and Quest. So, when you're uploading an avatar to your to Unity and Quest, there's two things. First is you definitely want to make sure you're working with the Creator Companion, which most likely you are, but just in case, I would make sure that you've used the Creator Companion to create your project. And then you can also manually assign a project, add an existing project if you haven't, if you didn't. Once you have that, inside the Manage Project, they have this easy quest switch tool. Definitely want to make sure you're using that. So that'll make switching between them a lot easier. I don't usually use that because most of the time I'm not making quest avatars, but just like it says, automates changes to components within a scene as soon as the build platform is changed from PC to Android. And that's kind of the key aspect to key difference between Quest avatar and a PC avatar is that when you're uploading a PC, you're literally uploading for a computer. But for Quest, they use the Android platform. So when you're uploading, I don't have a project open, but you literally need to switch the intended platform. So let me go ahead and open this up. And, I'll show that in a second. But basically, you can only Unity formats things differently depending on the platform you are uploading to. So Unity, VRChat wants Unity to send it things in a certain format, certain way. Excuse me. Other than that, your main concern with VRChat avatars, and I'll show you my project in a second, but you want to make sure that your avatar meets the mobile limits, which is Quest. Android is a mobile platform. There are hard limits to how many things, how much, see right here, very poor avatars may be removed from VRChat on Android and iOS entirely. So you do want to make sure your avatar fits into this category, which most likely it does. Especially most people are uploading Quest avatars they already, or that were already made for Quest and stuff. All right, we're just waiting on Unity to open right now. So 1 second while that goes. Just gonna fart around with this for a second. Update our timeline here. Trying to get some nice little variation there. So it doesn't look so uniform. Can't see anything anymore though. The halfway here. I'm trying to get these two Abbeys uploaded for my friend as a gift, but I also want to be able to see them and I play on PC VR. Well, there's not really a concern. You'll be able to see everything if you're in PC. If you're on PC, then you're fine. There's no limits for what you can see in PC, but there are limits to what you can see on Quest. Steam Link, same thing. Steam Link is just how your headset's connecting to your computer, but it's the same stuff. So for this avatar here, if I wanted to switch it to uploading to Quest, I believe I have to or it's VRChat SDK. Something. Select platform. Avatar. Oh yeah, right here. It's been a while since I uploaded a Quest avatar. Oh, iOS is its own platform now. Interesting. But yeah. So you can click here. I'm not interested in being that for people. I don't really want to be involved in that, Fat Yoshi. So Android. So you can select Android. And that will change your project. So basically, they just had the iOS thing a few days ago, I think. Ooh, my neck. But yeah, so once you once you change it, basically what happens is your materials and your textures are all converted from PC compatibility to Android compatibility or iOS compatibility. But there's different formats to a lot of your things, like your textures and things like that. Specifically like textures here, the size limit for those textures. But again, at the end of the day, you are constrained to uploading to the platform by the limits. So if your avatars exceed the mobile limits here, then you cannot upload it at all to the Quest platform. Yeah. Does that answer any of your questions, King Kong? So we'll make two of the same avatar. So when you're uploading, when you want to make a fallback avatar, like if you're trying to, so I have my avatar and I'm uploading it. As long as you're uploading to the same ID here, right here, this copy ID. So if I upload an avatar to the same ID, which is you can find it on your pipeline manager. I don't have one here, but when you upload it, you get this ID, and that's the same ID that you would have here. So if I copied this and I pasted it here, then now I'm uploading to that avatar's location. And you can have a fallback avatar linked to that. So if you're looking to make a Quest fallback, that's where you'd upload it. So like, I have my PC version that PC people see, and I have my Quest version that people see. It has to be in the same ID, and then it'll do it automatically. Alternatively, I believe you can still, if you do have them as separate avatars, you can still select what your fallback avatar is for that avatar. So I think there's kind of two ways to go about that. So if you still had uploaded them separately, you can go into VR chat while you're playing, select your avatar in your menu, and then it should have the option to set your fallback avatar. But yeah, uploading to the same ID is a little confusing, but that's generally how it works. They don't really state that that's. I don't think there's anywhere on VR chat where it tells you that's how it works. I mean, the documentation for VR chat in and of itself is quite limited. Remember, I tried and got two of the same Avi, one for Quest and one for PC, not merged into one. Yeah, and at that point, you could still just assign them manually in game, but I don't think that sounds to me like that's not what you're looking to do. I think these are in a weird spot on the map. All the claws. The claw. All right, I'm gonna head to the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. One moment, y'all. All right, we're back. We're back. Rashad, I hear ye. Hear ye, hear ye. Unity just removed their runtime fee for all versions of Unity, including Unity 6 and newer. Rejoice. Fascinating. I kind of assumed they'd already gone back on that. Huh. Well, it's good to hear that they're confirming it. Hmm. Yummy. Fascinating. Well, good. I'm glad they got rid of those fucking dipshit CEOs. What? By the time it didn't affect Unity 6 users because they were part of it. Hmm. Interesting. Gotcha. So it's still applicable for some people. Weird. I'm still so stunned that they even chose to go that route. Disappointing to say the least. All right, Yoshi, I'm gonna ban you if you just keep going on about this. I I'm not interested in whatever crusade you're on. That's not my stream is not the place for this. Hmm. Why is this one not showing up? I selected. Let's move it to the top of the stack. Do red. Pick the color. Huh. Something overriding it. Oh, the face material. Funny. Okay. I guess they are the same color. Good morning, Goo. Hello. Welcome. Hello, hello. I don't think I want the face to be super metallic, but I definitely want this piece to be. Mm, mm, mm. Yummy. It's getting better. It's getting better. We're getting our Transformers character baked, textured. Looking super good. Feel like we're making some good progress here on the look of our character. How about you? What are you up to today? Oh, thank you. There we go. Whew. Thank you. Why do I keep sneezing and saying thank you? I guess I'm like preemptive in that. I don't know. Working on the vector logo for the witch logo today. Hey, let's go. Very exciting. Just rigged up my longbow with various constraints, so now it's haunted. Very cool. All right, let's get. Is it like a? Is it haunted because of constraints? Munching on seaweed. Not on purpose, supposed to be just a bow, but it's behaving like an octopus. You truly are a wizard. Alchemy at work. Turning bows into octopuses. Octopi. Certain demographic. All right. So let's set this to the correct Poyomi material. Now we've got substance where we can go file, export textures. We're probably going to separate the head from the body. Maybe the head and wings will be separate material because there's just not enough resolution on the face. And I know that we'll need to make one more material, so maybe we'll combine them. Otherwise, I have to use a 4K texture on this. Not super enticed by that thought. Every time I drop it, it scrunkles itself up. It's living its best life. Getting scrunkled. Loot bow. Hey there, Pepsi. It's sentient. It's alive. A little too strong there. Beautiful. And we'll put our mask on this one. All right, looking super good already. Nice. Uh-oh. That's weird. A little bumpy normal. Kind of wibbly wobbly. Everything looks a little too glossy. Am I missing something? Oh, I don't have any shading on character. That would probably do it. Interesting. So we should be some shadows on our character. There we go. I was just flipping the camera around. I think the normals could do with getting cleaned up a little bit. You see how it gets kind of dented here? That's no good. But we should also add a triangulate to everything. Should add the correct triangulate to everything. All right, that tightened up some of the details, but we're still getting stuff like this in here. Something else that's missing. I have the normal map on. I guess that's it for right now. Man, these are 4K? No, they're not 4K. Still not super great at 4K. Okay. So basically, our mesh is too wobbly. It's too wibble wobbly. So we need to figure out how we can fix that. Like when we're looking at it, maybe we could import tangents. And then make sure we're exporting with tangents. Much different. Create a basic shader in here. I just want to preview it. This must be the cage then. So we need a cage. So turn this on. Select the body. Create. Displace. Then do object transfer mesh data vertex groups, the active layer to name. So now they all should have displace. They do. Okay. Then if we look at bake exporter, we can switch our attribute to displace. And now we should be able to begin painting our displace. Goodness. So we'll just go really softly, really slowly. Oh, we can turn the strength, or no, let's turn the weight up, turn the strength to like a minuscule amount. I'm probably going to end in the next 10 minutes or so. So I want to go get my run in. So I'm going to be seeing some family later, or during lunch. Interesting. It should fit on both sides. There we go. That's a bummer right there. Actually, no, that's not. Gorgeous. Yeah. And that one does not fit. Okay. Right. These are actually just slightly different because I had adjusted my mesh. There. There we go. Boring. This is the most boring part of the whole shebang. Begin the montage music. Begin. Banana, banana. Bam, 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 bam. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. So now, try baking or sending this to the cage. I don't know how different this is going to look. but it is worth trying. And a little bit of clipping right there. I should see that though. Unless somehow they are material. There. Those I'll deal with later. Oh, just there. Okay. Damn it. Those are still missing. The chest bake does not look much different. Does not look much different at all. Okay. Let's try that. Not really even in the spot I was looking with it. But it kind of curves right here. Oop. Just has this kind of curviness that I would like to avoid. It is because it literally does curve that way. I see. Funny. That's because that is literally what's happening. Okay. So we're gonna make a new cut here. And a new cut here. Excuse me. That does look a little nicer. You'll have to adjust the UV maps, but that is sharper. See, what's interesting to me is the normals look super good here. Like, see how it's catching the light? It looks firm and solid, and then we go to Unity, and it's kind of wibbly wobbly. Look at these dents that are here. So there's some difference between them that is apparent. Crunchy. So what do we do about that? Because even here, it doesn't look wobbly in that same way. I wonder if I'm not actually exporting with... Well, no, modifiers are on. Apply modifiers, triangulate faces, tangent space. Save. I don't know. Face smoothing too. Nothing. Would the topology around the edges cause that? I feel like there's a mismatch between substance and unity, so I'm not 100% sure what the cause of that would be. Something's definitely off though. And I just exported the latest version of the FBX, so there shouldn't be anything that's getting like held on to, but it's definitely got this weird shadowing going on. And even here, it's like I don't see the normals picking up that. Well, maybe the shadows I'm seeing here. But I don't see it here, but I definitely see it there. They just kind of smooth to me. Smooth. That looks like what I'm seeing though. Okay. And I put the weighted normal after the triangulate. Interesting. Now we're seeing. So it's something about the weighted normal and the triangulate. Those do not play nice. What happens if I do it without the triangulate? Much different. How about just both of them off? Some ways worse, some ways better. Okay, well, we have a lead for what's going on here. But we're still unsure exactly what's causing it. I mean, this looks good right here. I feel like this This kind of looks as expected. And I'm not having these issues in Substance. So I must be losing some sort of data. I'm going to set this to face. Again. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. No normals. Funny. Okay. Well, we'll come back to that. For now, I need to go get my run in. All right, y'all. It is lunchtime for me. Whoa, we're making super good progress. Let me go ahead and start taking some pictures here. In fact, I'll take all the pieces, set them to 0 and 0, 0. Good place to stop. Yeah, I think so. Oh. And have a nice break. I will, Arctic. Thank you. And thank you all for hanging out with me this morning. I hope you're all having a great Thursday. I'm definitely a little tired today. Slept very poorly last night, but just how it goes sometimes. Hope your family's well. Thank you. They are well. A lot of good things happening. But always nice to visit and hang out. But I appreciate that. And I do hope you all have an amazing, amazing day. For anyone new here, I will be back in just 2 hours. I'm just going on lunch. I'll get my run in, get my lunch in. I'll be back pretty soon. So again, expect me to be back in about 2 hours. And I'll see y'all then. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, y'all. Bye. Oh, thank you, Nammers. Bye, Goo. And bye.